Namaste. Hey everyone, guess where I am? Not in New York. Not even on the airplane. Nowhere near New York. Okay. In case you haven't noticed, my background, I'm still in Texas, okay? I am in Texas. We went to the airport. First I rinsed out my hair, which I do not see any purple, maybe a little purple, and Devin said he saw a little blue, but basically it's not what I wanted. It's so dark, but maybe it'll wash out or wash when I wash it. The weird thing that happened is I washed it in the sink and I hardly saw any blue or purple come out. And you saw how I had so much blue and purple on there. And I kept it on my hair for like over an hour, but maybe I was thinking maybe my hair was too dirty from like sweating and walking and stuff. But I thought that it works better when your hair's dirty. I don't know. But it's okay. I could always do it again when I get back from vacation. I'm not going to worry about it on my vacation. Hey, am I ever going to get on my vacation? Who knows? Okay, so this video is just to catch up and let you know what happened. For those, some people I text, just a nightmare. And you know, it was a weird feeling because Devin had the same feeling too. Both of us, like I was getting everything ready, and usually I'm getting ready by myself, you know, packing my stuff, because this is the first time that Devin ever came back to New York. Still not there. Not even in New Jersey. Okay, anyhow. This is the first time in 6 years that we've been living out here in Texas that he was going to go back to New York with me. So, he was getting ready, he was getting nervous, and I was getting nervous, but for some reason I was like, we're really going? We really leaving the dogs and we're really going? And he said he had the same feeling, like something's off, like we were in the Twilight Zone. So this is what happened. So his brother comes over to help us because our stepson was supposed to drive us, and then he went to work late because it was raining. Don't get me started. Okay, there's some sort of, you know, big rainstorm, but there usually is. There was like thunder and lightning last night, or maybe it started around 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. I was sleeping like by 2. I usually fall asleep by 2 now, lately. So, anyhow. We get all these bags to, you know, in the car, in his brother's car. And we say goodbye to the animals, and they're really sad, especially the puppy. But what are we going to do? You know, we got to see our own kids. That's what I was trying to explain to them. Like an idiot, I'm standing there talking to the dogs, saying, you know, I love you so much. I don't want to leave you. And everything's going to be okay. You have Connor to take care of you. But, you know, I hope, I just want you to know that I used to have a baby in my stomach 2 times, and we got and your dad too has a baby in New Jersey and we have to visit those babies. You're our babies too, but we have to visit those babies that we had in our belly. Okay, I honestly was saying this to the dogs, okay, and the dog looked at me like, trying to figure you out. So anyhow, so we get the stuff in his brother's car. It's still raining out. His brother left a meeting so that he could help us because we didn't want to be there late. You don't want to be at the airport, even though we're in a, you know, Bhutan town, small little airport. It's like the smallest airport ever, but it's chill there. It's nice there. They treat you nicely. But you still want to get there in time so that you can get all the paperwork in, because we don't do any of that. We don't really do the online stuff. So we go up to the guy, and right away there's a weird feeling. Like I had a purple jacket on. It said New York, and Devin is sweating. Oh, as soon as we got out of the car, I have this like carry-on bag that has so much stuff in it. And I was trying to get the rod out so that I could wheel it. And there was a pole there, and I was just nervous. I was just weird. It was a weird feeling. So all of a sudden, I don't know if I stepped in a puddle. My thing, I went to go look at how Devin was doing because he was already exhausted. Just from going in the car and everything. Anyway, I was too. I was full of sweat because I had this hot jacket on because it was raining and I didn't want to just wear my shirt. So I had these weird space leggings and my sneakers on, which are hot. I like to wear these instead. Hold 1 second. Okay, I have them in every color. So, I drop my bag and I go to bend down to pick it up, and they have these metal things in cement. Who knows what they are? I don't know what they are. Little stands or something? I don't know what they are. So maybe it prevents from cars crashing into the airport. It'll stop them. So I go in. I go to pick up the bag, and for some reason my head doesn't realize, don't forget there's a metal pole there that's like 3 feet tall. I don't know how I did it really, but I smashed my, you know when you hit your elbow, your funny bone, and it's not funny, but you don't want to talk about it because you don't want to seem like a big baby? Even though I am a big baby and I don't mind telling people. It was embarrassing because I was trying to say goodbye to my brother-in-law because he had to go to a meeting. He wasn't going to come in and see us off. He just said, if there's any problem, call me and I'll come back and get you. Which was really nice of him. Super nice of him. Then it was raining and stuff, and so I smashed my knee so hard, and then like Devin's getting out of the car and dropping his cane, and everything's a hot mess. We just like look so terrible. And I go, oh my God, I sprained my knee. And my brother-in-law goes, are you all right? And I was like, I smashed my knee. And he was like, well, you should be careful that you don't smash your knee. And like, he made a joke. But I was like, oh my God, like, I wonder if I'll be able to walk. I was maybe, hey, Devin, let me borrow your cane. And then I felt so weak that I didn't understand how I was going to do the monster. My monster suitcase, which I wasn't going to use, I had to use it. I was forced to use it because in my little lilac, my shiny lilac, it's not that little, but I wanted to use that. I couldn't fit I'm a clothes horse, and I'm sure I won't even wear them. Who knows if they even fit me, but I bring too many clothes. But I just needed to. And then I have some gifts and things like that was in there. So I had to get the monster suitcase. So I was like, how am I going to wheel that and carry the other one? I think I showed you the other one on the other video. Anyhow. And my knee. And then I'm limping with my knee. And it's like the same knee that gives me trouble sometimes. The right knee. So anyhow, Devin was like, I'm exhausted. And I was like, I smashed my knee. And then bye, to my brother-in-law. We go in, and right away we notice nobody's there. But that's not unusual for that place. When we dropped off my stepson, 2 weeks before, it was empty too. So we walk in, and we go up to the guy, and the guy has I didn't even get a chance to put my mask on. And he goes, oh, canceled. Can I have your license? And I give him my license. And then Devin's still flipping with his cane and stuff, and acting exhausted 5 minutes in. Find out that, your flights have been canceled. All the flights are canceled. He goes, see? And it's like, it's so weird because the board behind him, because this is a small town, that the board behind him has just like 3 things on it, 3 sentences, and they're all red, canceled, and he's pointing to it, and it's not going in our heads. It's not going in Devin's head. Devin's like, what? And I'm like, oh, my knee. What? No, don't. I'm not accepting it. I'm not accepting it. I got to get to New York. I got to get to New Jersey, then to New York, then to Staten Island. And that I'm good. I'm doing that, and I'm gonna hug my daughter in 7 hours from now, whatever it works out to. And he's like, "Yeah, no, there's a storm." And we will. Then my husband goes, "Well, what happens, when this happens?" And they were like, here's your flight tickets tomorrow." And still, I'm standing there. I'm like this. What? What? What do you mean? I don't get it. I don't get it. He was like, "I don't get it either." And then he was like, "Oh, well, at least we didn't get to Dallas and then get stuck in Dallas and have to get a hotel." And the guy behind the counter isn't even like saying, "Yeah, you're right about that. Like, yeah, feel good about that." No, he's not even saying that. He's just going, "Yeah, see you tomorrow." So, what? Then we get home, right? And we're still. Oh, then he has to call his brother back to to so that we can get home. Um, because we didn't know if Connor was home yet or whatever. So he called, and it was like literally 7 minutes or less that he just dropped us off. So he had to turn around and come back and get us, and he did. It was very nice of him. Namaste. But we were in shock. So we get home, and I'm making coffee, and I'm still in shock. I'm eating a candy bar. Yeah, healthy stuff. Not. Anyway, so he was thinking about drinking. Him, not me. But now I am. Okay, anyhow. So I was just like, this isn't real. Like, now we lost a day. Nobody's gonna give us any more money back. Now it's gonna screw up everything. And he was like, well, what are we gonna do? And then he was like, oh, can you just check those tickets again? Because somebody wanted the airline. My sister, I think, wanted what airline and the number for tomorrow. So, because remember, we have to take 2 planes, not 1, 2 planes. We have to take a plane from here to Dallas, then from Dallas we live like 5 or 6 hours away from Dallas. People think we live right near Dallas. No, we don't live near Dallas at all. One time we drove to Dallas because he wanted to drop me off because I didn't want to take 2 planes because I was scared. And that was such a big trip. Anyhow, I look at the ticket, and it says my seat is. He asked me what are our seats, because of course we're together, right? Because that's what we did the first time. My seat, his seat was in row 17, for example, in the first plane, and mine was in row 30. And then the other plane, same thing. We're like so far away. So he was like, no, we can't do that. So he calls up. They said, we'll call you back in about 4 hours. It's a machine. Nobody will call you back. So he goes, we're gonna go. We don't live far from the airport. Like, it's 4 miles away here. So the one in our town. So he goes, we're gonna drive there, and I'm gonna talk to somebody. I don't care if we wait online. He was like, bring the cane. All right. And so we're waiting online. Now there's about 25 to 30 people there, and they all look like they're from like a sports team or something. They were all real tall and muscular. And anyway, so then they fixed it. They said they'll fix it tomorrow when we come there early at 10:30. Then our new flight is at, I don't know, I guess 12. Yeah, we have to be there early to fix all the paperwork so that on both planes we could be together. So we did that. So it's been a hurricane of a day, okay? And they said it was because of Hurricane Fred that's coming in up from Florida. So then I asked my sister Patricia, I said, you know, this is what happened. She's like, oh my gosh. Even my daughter said WTF. I was like, my flight has been canceled. And she was like, WTF. She never says WTF. But she said those letters. Anyway, so I real sad. I didn't cry though. Oh no, I did cry once. I did cry. But so we'll go in tomorrow. So we'll probably won't get into Newark, New Jersey until about almost 8. Well, like 7, a little bit after 7, and then we take a cab. I already had to change the cab over to from tonight till tomorrow, and this is how my hair came out. So I think I said that in the beginning. I was disappointed because I don't see any colors. So I know that's not that important, but it's important to me. It smells like candy, so that's nice. I conditioned it with a coconut oil conditioner, and I actually did wash it. Maybe I shouldn't have washed it. Usually I don't wash it, but it felt very coarse, so I said it needed a nice conditioning, so I did it myself. So, and let's have a glass of Mondavi. This is 2019. Yeah. This is made in a barrel. Bourbon barrel aged. I had it before, it's very good. Okay. Yeah, so stressful, so cheers. Didn't want to have a drink, but you know, stressful times cause me to have a drink. So yeah, I really should be. We were supposed to be on a plane, but for some reason God didn't want us to be on any of the planes today.
Did you feed the dog?
Yeah.
You did?
What?
You fed the dog already?
No, not yet. So, yeah, it's 7:05. We would still be on the Dallas plane heading to New Jersey. I'm so tired from. It's just like you think you're going at one point and you preparing, and then it doesn't happen. So I'm tired from that. So I'm just doing a little sage and a little Palo Santo. Okay, I'm not doing any cards because I packed my cards. I mean, I have some cards over there, but I don't feel in the mood. And what are we listening to? We're listening to some Kundalini music. Why Kundalini? Because I just felt like we needed a little energetic cleansing. All the chakras. See what happens, okay? Because earlier today we listened to, like, it was more of take away negative blockages when I had my hair in that thing. Yeah, I don't understand. Usually my hair takes to the colors. The next time I do it, I don't think I'll do the purple. I think I'm going to do just the Blue Jean Baby. But on the same token, I have to be careful because I'm back at work. Well, when I get back, they offered me a job that actually called me before, and they offered me a 3-day job, but I said, I'm sorry, we're going to New York. Because I thought we'd be in New York. I guess that'll happen when it happens. There's another thing I want to talk about before I sign out in a little while. I just figured, let me do a video. Sorry, my hair is hot. Let me do a video real quick because it's hard to text everybody and say, oh, okay, we didn't go to New York and this is why, you know. I did text several people, but you know, I have a big family and There's even some people in the family that don't even know that we didn't get on that plane, but they'll find out. They'll find out. Anyhow, I wanted to say that there is a channel that is doing a lot of interviews with Don Wells, good old Don Wells. And the name of the channel is Voices in the Wall, I believe. And they call Cher and Mr. Cher, Mr. and Mrs. Cher. Okay, I think her name is Cher. Well, and she's very big advocate, both of them are, for, Chris McDonough is a bad guy, and he did bad things to Don and Candace, and, bamboozled them. How did he bamboozle them? He asked them to be on the show, his show, in order to find the kids, to find Summer. There's just too many kids going missing. And Bruce McDonough did tell him that he was taping it and that it would be on his show. So I really don't think that they're being fair to Chris McDonough. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing is, do you know that this woman, Cher, Voices Behind the Wall, whatever the name of the channel is, she was in jail 2012 and I believe 2019 for torturing and cruelty to animals. Torturing animals. Innocent little animals. They do nothing but try to give you love. Okay? That's one. Okay? You can go check it out in the records. There's a channel that talks all about it. Her name is Mystery Angels. Mystery Angels, this woman in the UK. She's excellent. She's following the Summers Wells story and trying to find her, and she's on it. Like sometimes she does like 4 videos a day. She does a lot, and she's an animal and child advocate, and she has autism, and she looked into it. She's very, very intelligent. She looked into it, and other people have looked into it, and what they found out is this woman, Cher, is not allowed to, after she got out of prison, for the torturing of animals and abuse of animals, she is not allowed to be around animals. Just like if you were a convicted pedophile, you're not supposed to be around children in any shape or form. Her boyfriend or her husband, Mr. Cher, I think his name is Prairie Dog. He has a channel too, named Prairie Dog. He has a cat. One of her videos that she did before they started talking to Don and making their channel all about Don, helping Don, right? The man who essayed his stepsister since she was 5 years old, and it's her fault, the 5-year-old. So she was petting her boyfriend or fiance's or husband's cat. Supposedly they live in different states. So she was petting his cat, and I didn't know at the time when I was watching her video, it was her and Mr. Cher and Mr. Cher, and she was petting his cat, and then a couple of people had said something in the comments, and then somebody sent me an email, and they said, did you know that Cher was in jail for abusing animals? I was like, what? And please send me the link, but I never got the link. And then I just heard it from another person. I heard it from another show. I heard it from this channel, that channel. But today I heard the whole full story is on Mystery Angels channel. This girl named Chip. So go to her channel, give her some love. Mystery Angels. She talks about the specific details about Cher. Okay? So YouTube, she even contacted YouTube about it. Should not, with that knowledge, she should not be collecting any kind of money for Summer Wells' case if she had this animal in front of her and she was petting this animal. Okay, and I saw it. They probably took it down, but it was probably, I would say, within this month. Well, within the month of July, I remember seeing it. So who knows if she took it down? But I'm just like, isn't it interesting the people who? I fed the rabbit. Yeah. The people who like are standing up for Mr. Don, okay? And everybody is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. I understand all that, okay? But on the same token, really open your eyes when you see, are they really advocating for Summer when they're saying, okay, Don could say that his stepsister, who was 5 years old, same age as his daughter that's missing. Oh, she wanted me to be in a relationship. She wanted the relationship that I had with her. Let me tell you something, buddy. Let me tell you something, pedophiles out there. Nobody, no little child or little kid or teenager or adult woman wants to be SA'd. Okay? And if you do that, somehow, some way, we're gonna get you. All right? And you're gonna be put in the place that you don't like to go to. Okay? Remember that place? You're gonna go there. All right? It's just a matter of time before clink clink happens. Okay? That's all I have to say on that little situation. Okay? I didn't really want to talk about it because I'm supposed to be in trip mode, but since that whole mode is stopped, I don't have to. I wanted to say it on Summer's behalf, and I wanted to say it on Mystery Angels' work. Mystery Angels, yes. Mystery Angels even shaved her head on behalf of Summer, which was a really beautiful thing for her to do. Okay. Yes, torture of animals in 2012, cruelty to animals. They had to be put to sleep because of the abuse that they went through. She's not allowed to be around any animals, any shape or form. Not allowed to be near them, or even having a friend or a partner that has an animal to be in their presence. Okay? So, keep it up. Keep it up. Anyhow, there's a lot of bad things that go on in this world. There's a lot of people that want to promote themselves as being so giving and helpful. Meanwhile, they're just nothing but a taker. Okay? So, that being said, let's go more into a zen mood. And let's just clear the air with a nice deep breath, and then probably, what time is it? Okay, 29 minutes. Okay, let's do a couple of deep breaths. All right? You ready? In through the nose, we're going to hold it for 5, then we're going to let it out in 5 spurts. The 5th one, empty the lungs. You ready? again. I like to do that and the Palo Santo at the same time. Empty. Not just in and a clearing. Again. Again. Namaste. That's nice. That's nice. Oh! Now that I'm here, I did get, if you're out there, another friend and a co-creator, beautiful, as much as there's nasty people out there, there's also many more nice ones. And I've spoken about her before. Her name is Awaken Butterfly Readings, Quinthria. Okay, she has a channel. She follows all the cases. Plus, she does, you know, Justin Bieber and people, you know, movie star stuff. But she's been working hard on Orrin and Orson West case. She's been all the cases I work on. She's worked on, but she's worked on much more. She's done much more. I want to show you what she sent me, and I wanted to say thank you so much. I didn't get a chance to even text you because I picked it up yesterday from the post office box, and then, you know, going to the airport, coming back from the airport, going back to the airport, and still not being on a plane. Okay, one second. All right, so. Yes? Yes, I did. I thought he was feeding the animals. Oh yeah, I fed her a little while ago, and then I came in here.
He fed everybody.
Oh, okay.
They all ate already.
She didn't have her pill yet, though, right?
No, just 3 pills, honey.
Just one pill.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you want a shot?
No.
Devin's going to lay down. Doesn't feel good. Okay, so, Awaken Butterfly Readings. Thank you so much. She sent me some beautiful oils. They're in the other room. Yeah, they're in the other room. Thank you. Next to my, my dispenser that dispenses the oils into the air. She sent me